When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hokies will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man by himself. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
He's inside the... Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the run. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end.
Turning it on! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. Shakes off the defender. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Quarterback may change this route. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Gets it to the back, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Trying play action. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Makes the catch. It's Gallagher.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take it himself. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he's laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He's laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short?
How the hell you missed that hole?
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The screen, he can go. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Arizona. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he's still running after the move. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Back to pass, it's Underwood. Now adjusting. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He caught it! Touchdown, Virginia Tech! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Breaks the tackle. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And they swarm him under.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gonna take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think
Sprinting away. Spins away. And that one looked as as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make them.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
The give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. And he had just enough to will that one home. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. A fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you, it didn't matter the defense. They probably knew this was RPO, but at the end of the day, they couldn't stop it. This offense right now just being way too physical up front.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Hokies. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. Got it in the middle, it's White.
It's hard to have a grown man bearing down on you, about to hit you in the face, and you still be able to focus and keep your eyes down the field and throw a great pass to your wide receiver. Great job by the QB.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try it again. Breaks into the open. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Might be changing the route. Finding open areas. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Gallagher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good... You've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires downfield, working the middle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They get to him as he throws. Got his man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. West Virginia. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation.